So you your business has been through pretty much every stage from bootstrapping to venture backed
Yep.
to PE owned. I mean, literally everything you can do. Let's start with the bootstrapping. Did you start out purposely not raising, like did you want to run the business that way, or was that because you couldn't raise money?
No. I love it when people are always like, "I loved bootstrapping, it was so great." I'm like, "Who are you?" Bootstrapping is hard. It's hard. We're living in New York City, even living in, like, a one-bedroom in Manhattan is outrageous, and watching my savings go, from, like, here, like, just it was crippling, and we were in it, and we were really starting to grow, and it took us a long time to raise money. I mean, the reality is I know a few founders who are in very, very, topical industries for their moment, and had preempted rounds and things like that. We did have that with our Series A because we were growing so fast, but our, like, initial seed round was so hard. We were out there, like, hitting the pavement for a long time, really meeting with lots and lots of funds. It's also not, you know, I avoid leaning too far into this because I think it distracts sometimes, but the numbers just don't lie. Like female-founded companies raise about, every $100 invested in venture, 2 of those dollars are invested in a female-led company. So that's not really self-selection. I mean, anyone who understands statistics would say, like, that is a systemic bias. Um, we got through it and we were able to raise a lot of venture capital, but I felt like I was meeting with 10x the funds that my competitors were. But the reality is, like, the more and more I know, I'm in a YPO chapter. I lead like an independent beauty group in New York. The more and more I made it, the more and more I feel like some of those stories are they're more lore than they are reality. Like it's more like it's more fantasy than reality. Like everyone I know has had challenges in fundraising if they've gone this sort of traditional fundraising route. Now, it might be different if like your dad runs a massive bank or if your co-founder, had a, billion-dollar exit. There are lots of special situations, and then there are businesses from time to time that are just so topical. A few years ago, that was really like the AI space. Right now, we still see a lot in health tech, although I feel like everything's softened, but the market dynamics affect fundraising a lot. I think more so than people ever wanna talk about.
I've talked to a couple of women founders who have had, you know, the same discussion actually about fundraising and the challenges, around that. Did you Was there anything specific you felt in the process? Because I've heard some interesting stories. I'm curious
Yeah,
if there was something specific you felt or seen.
there were a lot of I think that the rumors are true. Female founders are generally over-advised and underinvested in.
Over advice. I
Yeah.
haven't. That's
Over-advised and
that's.
underinvested in. So, a lot of people who wanted to be helpful, a lot of people who were very kind and nice and, we didn't have, like, horrible experiences, but there was the one that always just, like, grates me is, like, I've gotta ask my wife, and it's like, "Well, buddy, do you fucking run a fund or do you not run a fund?" Like, I'm sorry, but, like, can you imagine a woman saying, like, "I gotta go ask my husband if he's ever used this product?" It's like, "Are you investing in this category? Did you raise money from institutional LPs to invest in this thing? And you're relying on like, the whims of a very wealthy woman who lives in, you know, uh Palo Alto to tell you whether or not this is like the and I'm no insult to their wives. I mean, their wives are
Right, right, right.
amazing sages for customer demand, but the odds of, like, to rely on one person to get, a sense of, like, market demand is bizarre. And I think that there's if I could say one thing to, like, male run funds, it's like, just don't say that. Just be like, "We need to do more research." even if you should go ask your wife too, but like just we need to do more research on market demand is just a better way than just like, let me see if my wife uses this product. It's like, okay.